Hi guys, this is Sandra here today, and we're gonna have a chatty video while I'm getting ready, as I had some things in mind that I wanted to talk about and I was thinking about the past few days, so you know, I thought that could be quite a nice idea. So let's hop into it. I'm gonna start with priming my eyes with the Balm Put a Lid on It eye primer. And I think I'm just gonna put everything I'm using on the screen so I don't have to stop every single time and tell you what I'm actually using. But there are some things that I wanted to talk about today, and that's mainly about spending money and shopping, which I guess lately is quite popular for people to do no buy years or low buy years or whatever. And I guess it's with a good reason. We're just so accustomed to spending and spending and spending, and I'm no exception. I love my makeup and I love books, and I feel like those are the two main categories that I'm spending on. And then since we have our little flat, which, well, we don't own it, but you know, we live in it, and I love going into home sections or kitchenware and spend even more. And I thought, you know what, why don't I do a low buy? Now, I don't want to carry this out till the end of this year. I think for me that's not something I want to do, but I want to do it till the end of October, beginning of November. And I was thinking of what I want to do. Do I want to do a low buy? Do I want to do a no buy? And knowing myself, I don't think a no buy is realistic for me, just because I'm so used to spending even a little bit, even if it's just £5 or whatever, that I feel like going cold turkey is not something that would work for me. I mean, if that's the way you work, that's great, but I am usually a lot successful if I'm starting with little changes rather than being really drastic. So that's what I'm gonna do. I want to give myself a limit each month that I can spend on makeup, and if I feel like that's working great, then fine, I might keep on doing it. Otherwise, I will just pat myself on the shoulder thinking that, you know, it was good, I got through it, but it's not something for me, and at least I save some money in the process and it's all good. So I've recently done a whole video from all the things I bought on holiday, and I have another one coming soon. I already bought some stuff, and I also ordered some stuff online, so I just want to wait for those to come in, and then I'm going to film another whole video. But I feel like that might be it for a while, and let me talk you through about the rules I was thinking of. So what I thought of doing is I'm gonna give myself the limit of, I think, £40 a month. I was thinking either 40 or 50, but I think I will try to be good and stick to 40, just because I feel like that's an amount I can definitely live without in a month, but I don't want to exceed that. And to some people that might seem like a lot of money, to some it might seem like a little, but if you think about how a high-end foundation costs £30, you know, that £40 is not that much. And I thought what I can do is, if I don't spend all the £40, or if I spend none of it, then I'm gonna roll it on to the next month. And I know some people give themselves a limit in money, while others give themselves a limit of products. But I feel like if I tell myself that, okay, each month I can buy, let's say, 3 products, then, you know, one product might cost me still £100. Let's say if I want another Shadowna eyeshadow palette, that's over £100. So, you know, I feel like that just wouldn't work out that well for me. So I thought, let's say £40, and if I don't spend it, or if I only spend a part of it in a month, that's great. Then I can roll it on to the next month, and then the next month I will have, you know, £80 to play with. So that way I can still buy myself products that I want or need, but I can sort of be a bit more conscious about how much I spend. And also, if let's say I do want a Natasha Denona palette, or let's say a palette I actually really want is the Jeffree Star Jawbreaker palette, but that's 50, how much is it, 50 something pounds. So for that I would have to save up essentially for 2 months to get it. So I think that's a good way for me to, you know, look at things. And I want to use this method to purchase beauty products, and I think I'm going to include my books, because books are another area that I'm gonna spend on. And even though I have like 100 books at home, I'm not exaggerating, that I haven't read yet, every time I go into, well, not every time, but like let's say 99% of the time when I go into a bookstore, I'm gonna buy a book. And I just can't help it. I did it yesterday too, and I'm actually really happy. And books are something that I think are worth the investment. Like, they don't expire, you can read them again and again. Or what I do is that I read a book, if I love it, I'm gonna keep it. If I think I might read it again. But if it's one book that, you know how there are just some, especially for me, it's like those feel-good romantic stories where I feel like it was great, but I don't necessarily want to read it again, then I wait till I have a few, and then I will bring it to a charity shop. There's quite a few in the area where I live, and then that way someone can enjoy it again, and it's not just going to waste. Or, you know, I can give it to friends and family if they want to read it. So I feel like that would be quite a good way to stop myself from buying new books, because I do it again and again and again. And I just can't, well, I feel like it's a stupid reason to say I just can't help it, because in my mind I'm like, it's only a book, it's only like, you know, £8, £7, £3, depending if, you know, because a lot of the time even bookshops have like a buy one get one half price or whatever. So it's really easy to get sucked in, and I love my books. It's just, I can't help it. But still, at the end of the day, they are a great investment, yes, but I don't need this many. And I know my boyfriend will watch this video and think, oh, we just been to the cinema and you bought a book yesterday. Yes, I did. And I bought a really cute bookmark too, because it was Harry Potter on a little broomstick just flying, and I thought it would be great with my Harry Potter books because I'm rereading them. But anyway, I'm going away from the story. Whole point is, I want to include in this makeup purchases and books. I'm not gonna include homeware or anything like that, just because we still need like a bookshelf and some little random bits around the house for what, you know, you buy it once and then you have it for life. So I don't want to include those sort of purchases. And neither do I include clothes, just because I feel like I'm actually quite good with clothes. Like, if I spend my money on something that's more makeup related, and, you know, for clothes I might need some for work or whatever, if the ones I have get used up. So I don't want to include those, just because I feel like that might be really limiting for me. And again, I'm more like someone who gets progress from slowly weaning myself off of things, so I don't want to overwhelm myself and feel like I can't do anything. So it's more just like for books and makeup, and the budget is 40 quid altogether, so it's not like 40 quid for books, because that's quite a lot of books. I don't want to do that. So £40, and it's gonna start next month, so in August. And for now it's just 3 months, so August, September and October. But I feel like it's a good start. And then I know that all the Christmas sales are gonna go up around November, And also I might try to save a bit and see, because the end of October, we all know we have Black Friday. So that will be quite good to do a bit of shopping on Black Friday. There are so many good deals. And also, I'm not including in this like presents for others or whatever. It's just things for my own personal use. And yeah, I thought that would be a good way to go about it. And I've been thinking about doing this for quite a while now, but I was never too sure, and I was like always thinking that I don't know, oh, you know, I don't have that much makeup, which no, I do have a lot of makeup, and I think I haven't been too bad, but I'm gonna be honest, it's quite hard. I do work in makeup, I work in makeup retail to be specific. And you know, I see all these new launches around me, and I have to say though, since I went cruelty free, I feel like it's making my life a lot easier, just because most of the brands I see around me are brands that I wouldn't purchase from because they are not cruelty free. So that's making my life easier. But at the same time, there are still a lot of brands either online or around me that I can purchase. They are cruelty free, and you would think that when you see it every single day, it's going to make your life easier because it doesn't excite you as much anymore, but that's not true. Let me tell you, at least in my mind, especially because there are loads of like-minded people around me who like makeup as well, and you know, we just talk about it, and well, it's not helping. Not helping in the slightest. So I thought, you know what, let me try this, see how it works, and since I'm putting it on YouTube, I should be able to be held accountable for it. And oopsie, making a mess. But yeah, I think that's a good idea. Oh, that's so nice. I just mixed in some chocolate powder in my coffee, and oh, it's so good. Okay, so let me know if any of you are doing a low buy or a no buy, or what your rules are about it, or what do you think of this whole thing. How much discipline do you have when it comes to shopping? Because what I notice is always like, oh, I'm not going to buy much, I'm not going to buy anything, and I'm walking around and it's like, oopsie, I bought something again, but that's alright. Also, additional rules. I know how some people are not including the bits that they are running off in their budget. I want to, just simply because I know that I have enough makeup to last me for a while. The only thing I might not have that much of is like body care. Hair care I still have quite a lot, but I don't have much body care, which is fine. I feel like that's fine. I mean, you know, a body moisturizer, how much can that cost me? That's another thing I calculated in, thinking that with £40, let's say if my face cream runs out, they are all under £40. I think they are, actually, are they? I'm not sure. I think one of them is like 42 quid and the other one is like 36 or something. But I still have quite enough of it, and I thought that that's, you know, again, I can save up for it. Because it's not going to run out in like the next month or so. So I should be fine. Or I can wait till it goes on discount maybe and see. No, I don't know. I'll have to look up how much my face cream is. I might have to change it to £50, just because it's skincare and I'm not someone who's hoarding skincare. Well, not in the sense how a lot of people have like 10 moisturizers at home. I don't have that. I have 2 face moisturizers. One is a travel size, that came with the magazine, but it's the same brand I'm actually using. It's the same Illamasqua brand, it's just a different moisturizer, and it works lovely. But again, that's not my usual one. Where is my beauty blender? Oh, I left it on the ground next to my bag. On the ground, people, on the ground. Jeez Louise, Sandra, get it together. Alright, we got it. It's still clean. The floor is clean enough, don't worry. So I might have to check if I have to change it to £50. I'm gonna write it on the screen once I checked. Otherwise we'll stay with the 40. Now I can't remember if they are 30 or 40 something. Oh goodness, I thought I had it so well figured out, but nope. Ooh, this smells really interesting. I just got a sample of the It Cosmetics CC cream. This is the one with the natural finish, the one in the grey packaging. There are so many different ones. I will have to look into what's the difference between each. I know one of them has a matte finish. That doesn't excite me much. See, again, I'm thinking about shopping even in a video. Jeez Louise, where I'm talking about saving money. Oh, Sandra. But yeah, I got a little tester, so I will see. She was actually quite generous with it. So I have a few more applications left. And this is the shade Fair, because the light seemed really way too light on my body. And way too light, way too dark. Now this one seems to wash me out a bit in the camera. In real life I feel like it's okay. It's a tad too light compared to my chest or to my arm, but we can bronze it up and it will work. It's a really cute pot actually as well. It says It Cosmetics on top. I always like those little touches with brands. But where was I? Yes, so I don't want to include it. I don't want to exclude the products that I need to buy from this, because again that racks up of how much I'm actually spending on things. So I want to include them, and again I will check how much my skincare bits are. Like, it's mostly that my day and night cream that I'm thinking of, because those are the only two things that are pricier. My eye cream is around the £20 mark, so that's fine. I think everything else I'm using is fine. It's just that bit. I can't decide if it's a foundation that smells really citrusy or it's my sponge because I clean it with a citrusy soap. I know, I think it's my sponge. Definitely my sponge. Okay, let's brighten up the under eye area a little bit. It's looking a bit dark. Just a little bit. Oh, so much better. My nose is really itchy. Oh, also, while we're on the topic of not buying books, please let me know what's a book that you've been reading recently and really liked. Yesterday, now, well, by the time this video goes up, obviously it's been a while ago, but yesterday we went to the cinema to watch the new Spider-Man movie. But before that we had a bit of time and we had a bite to eat, but also we went to the bookshop because me being me, I didn't want to buy anything, but I wanted to have a look and we still had time, so we popped in there and I found a book that's called, hold on, called A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, and I thought, oh, that sounds exciting, a true crime story. I love those sort of stories. To be fair, there are not many kind of books I don't like, but you know, I thought, oh, that sounds interesting, and I picked it up. I read the blurb, I decided I want it, and my boyfriend questioned if I really need it, and we walked out, but I really wanted it, so we walked back in. And just, you know how it goes. And I was peeing with this girl, and I love going to bookshops because every time I go to pay, the cashiers are so sweet. They always give you recommendations, or they tell you that they read the book that you chose and they really love it. So it's just always such a positive, you know, vibe going around in the bookshop, which you just don't get from a Kindle. Although I have my Kindle reader as well. I got it from my boyfriend 2 years ago for Christmas, and I still love that as well. I just love books in any shape or form. But I was paying, and there was this girl putting through my book and my bookmark, and she's like, "Oh, that's a really good book. I read it, and if you love this, you should read this other book as well, because they're quite similar." It's both... How rude, my camera just interrupted us. But anyway, she said there's this other book as well that's based in a high school, and only people who are really passionate about something get accepted to this school. So it's not about grades. It doesn't matter what grades you are. If you're really passionate about something, then they will accept your application, or they really want you to join their school or something like that. And I'm like, oh, that actually sounds amazing. So she took a piece of paper and wrote it down for me, and I thought that was such a sweet touch. And this is why I still like buying things in person rather than just getting everything online. One, because I feel like it's even easier to get sucked into shopping and online, just because you're there, the selection is way bigger, and I don't feel like there's a limitation. Like, it can be midnight and you could be sitting at home looking at these things. So, you know, that's where the danger of it lies. Oh, my camera's blinking, it might die soon. Oh no. But yeah, I just thought that was a really sweet touch. Also, the new Spider-Man movie, I really liked it. So before my boyfriend came along, I was not really into superheroes much, or the Marvel universe in general, but we got together and he is. So I started watching more and more movies, and we always go to the new Marvel movies, and you know what? I really liked it. I mean, I like Spider-Man to start with. I think Iron Man and Spider-Man were the few movies that I watched before, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm still confused because there are so many different versions of one character, and in my mind, I mean, I'm quite creative, I think, but I still like some sort of logic, and for me, having the same character but different versions of it is just so damn confusing. But anyway, I watched the old Spider-Man before he came along. Well, not old, the one with Andrew Garfield, so it's not exactly that old, is it? But I've seen that before, and the other day we watched Homecoming at home, and then now we watched the new one yesterday, and my boyfriend said that he's not too sure about it, but I really liked it. I just thought that, you know, there's action in it, it's Spider-Man, so it's always gonna be funny, but also there was a bit of romance in it, and yeah, I just really enjoyed it. And there's loads of bits where you can actually laugh out loud, and people were, and also the visuals of it I think are really well made. I mean, at this day and age, if you release an action movie and you can do the visuals right, or especially if it's like a superhero movie, then just don't do it. I think there are so many great movies out at this point that you have to deliver, and they made it really well, especially knowing that it's about Mysterio, who's, I was told anyway, is like the king of illusions. It was really well made, and it does mess with your head in a few bits. You're like, what's happening? Where is he? Yeah, it was good. It was good. I really enjoyed it. Have you seen it yet? Or are you into superheroes? Are you not? Let me know. And yes, I'm still on about the books as well. If you have any good recommendations, please let me know below. Not like I need any more. Okay, the camera died on me, but we are back. So, let me know what's a book that you read recently, or actually let me know what your favorite movies are. That might actually be a better option because it's not going to want to make me spend. But even if you have a favorite book that you think everyone should read, let me know down below. I can add it to the never-ending list on my phone, which is a thing. Whoopsie. Which is a thing. My list is so long, and I keep adding things to it because I just can't help it. But at least I'm not buying it because I buy other things. So that's just me. What else is new? These are the things that I really wanted to talk to you about, to be fair. What else? To some people that might be a tiny news, but to me, I have now 53 people who subscribe to my channel, which to me is still a bit unreal. So thank you to everyone who did, and welcome again to my channel. I know to some people it's just like, Sandra, that's such a small number. It is, compared to, you know, people who have millions and millions of subscribers. But one, everyone has to start somewhere, and two, I am truly grateful that even some people want to hear and see what I'm talking about. That is such a lovely number for me to see. And also, I think most of those people find my channel because of all the project penning that I'm doing. So I want to say a huge thank you to the people who are penning, and especially Rebecca Morgan. I love her channel, and thank you for always being so lovely and commenting on my videos. It is just so nice to see that even though, you know, she has over 4,000-5,000 subscribers, she still takes the time to watch, you know, videos from smaller YouTubers and write to them. So thank you so much. Another person who I really love who keeps commenting is Steph Lloyd from, I'm pretty sure her name is her channel name, isn't it? I think so. So she's always leaving me a comment, and I love her videos as well. She's a smaller YouTuber. I think she has a couple hundred subscribers, but I'm just so grateful. She's so lovely. And thank you, girls, and just thank you to anyone who's watching my videos in general. It truly means so much to me that people take the time out of their day to watch something I create. To me, it's really fun to see. And also too, I'm surprised. I thought that the editing bit might be the one that really bores me, but actually I find it quite exciting. It's quite nice to see that I have a really long footage, and to be fair, that's something I'm still not great at, like shortening my videos. I just talk so bloody much. I'm trying, although this one will probably be a long video again, but you know, it's interesting to see how still I cut down a whole hour's worth of footage into, like, let's say half an hour. I would say that's still quite good. But yeah, let me know actually, what do you think is ideal for a video lengthwise? Like, do you prefer videos that are really short, like 5 minutes? Do you prefer something that's a bit longer, let's say 10, 15, 20, half an hour? Like, what is the ideal length for a video for you personally? I would love to hear that, and maybe try to adjust my videos accordingly. But yeah, thank you to everyone who's watching and commenting, and, you know, send a like. About brows, let me know, how do you like to do your brows? There's loads of things to talk about in the comment section, it seems, by this video. I'm asking you loads of questions, but it's a chatty video, so I can't just talk to myself, can I? Let me know in the comments below how you like to do your brows, because lately I really like to set it first with a gel and then fill it out in the gaps where I need, rather than the other way around. And I really have been enjoying it this way, but I know a lot of people first fill it in and then set it with the gel. So let me know, how do you prefer your brows to be done? I quite like doing it this way, but to some people that might be weird, I don't know. I haven't applied eyeshadows to my lower lash line yet. What am I doing? Some pencil there yet? No, first, and then smoke it out a bit. Because it's quite a soft pencil. It's actually one that it's in my graveyard project pen. And I think I'm making good progress in it so far. Looking at it, yeah, definitely. I get so excited about that, seeing that I actually use my products. Ooh, also, another thing I want to mention while we are on true crime books. The reason I think why I got so excited about this particular one is because I've been watching Bailey Sarian lately. And she has these videos every Monday, which is a true crime and makeup Monday, as she calls them, where she talks about a true crime story that she's been thinking about lately while she's doing her makeup, and I just love it. I can't help it. I find it very exciting and interesting, and I think that's why this book... Oh, why do I look so pale? Is it better? I think so. Yeah, that's why I think that book in particular caught my eye yesterday, because I was watching her new video at work while I was on my lunch break, and oh, why am I doing it with a big ass brush like that? Yeah, and I think that's why that book in particular caught my attention, because it's about a murder story, and obviously she talks about all these murder investigations. And the one she talked about this Monday, actually, that was a bit shocking. It was about a 12-year-old girl. I forgot her name. I'm really bad with names, fun fact. But that 12-year-old girl got into a relationship with, or was she 14? Maybe she was 14. I'm pretty sure she was 12. Got into a relationship with a 23-year-old, and they together murdered her family because they did not think their relationship is okay, which, side note, I don't think so either. There's nothing wrong with having an older boyfriend, but I feel like at that age that's too big of a gap. Like later on in life, once you're both adults, I don't think there's that much of a difference, but at that age that is quite a lot. And I think, again, that was about the same age group as what they are talking about in this book, and I think I'm actually going to take it to work with me and start reading it, because I want to see what happens. And I have about a 40-minute journey to work, so perfect time. Let me set my face with a setting spray, apply some lips, some mascara, and I'm done. I think I'm just gonna go with a nude lip, because I have plenty of nude options that I need to pan and I need to use them. So what better option for it than using it now? I was talking in my video about how I'm not sure if number 7 is cruelty free, and Rebecca said that apparently they are, and they are on the Logical Harmony, no, on a cruelty free kitty website, I think, yes, which I actually didn't see. I somehow managed to skip that, but they are cruelty free, which is great. So I just used the number 7 number 7 nude lipstick. I think they had a lip gloss that was a nude lip gloss called Ballerina. The lights are killing me. So mascara, and we're good. That's all I have left to do. Also, quick question. I have loads of little breakouts on my neck. Well, they're not that little. This one especially. I don't think you can see it, but it's so painful. And I have one on my cheek as well, but that's more something I'm used to. But I never really had so many on my neckline, just under my chin. Does anyone know what that's about? I never really usually have anything there, so I don't really know. I wonder if it's because of my period, but usually those come on my chin, not under my chin, like close to my neck, which is really annoying. There we go, quite a standard look for me, nothing special, but it's really quick. And again, it was more about chatting to you guys, so please let me know your opinions below, what you think about a low buy. Do you have any favorite movies? Or, you know what, actually, do you have any favorite series that you've been watching lately? Because we just started, well, my boyfriend is rewatching it. I just started Jessica Jones, which so far I really like, but there's nothing else really out there that we're watching at the moment. I don't like Stranger Things, and he already finished the last season that came out, so that's not really an option. I know a lot of people love it. I just watched 1 or 2 episodes when it first initially came out. It's just not for me, really. And since Game of Thrones finished, I don't think there's anything really that caught our attention just yet. So if you have any movies or especially series that you would recommend, hopefully something that I can watch together with my boyfriend, that would be quite nice, because we like to sit down at the end of the day and watch something together while we're eating dinner. That's kind of our little tradition, our together time, so that would be quite nice. And that's it for today. Let me know what you think of everything we talked in this video below. Thank you for watching me. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. That would mean so much to me. But for now, I'm gonna get the hair out of my face and I'm gonna say goodbye. Bye bye, have a lovely day.